Well, Marquette Basketball class of 2009 had a career indeed, 94 career victories, 4 consecutive trips to the NCAA tournament, and 4 top 6 finishes in the Big East. Jarrell McNeil, your career leading scorer, just 15 points shy of 2,000 for his career. Wes Matthews and Dominique James also on that list. Let's check the final box score from this game. Golden Eagles fall, as mentioned, 83-79. Career highlights: Dominique James, 1,700 points. Number 3 all-time, Wesley Matthews, number 1 in free throws made with 549. A lasting legacy indeed. However, they never ever reached the second round of the tournament. For more on the breakdown of Marquette's second round exit in the tournament and the legacy of the class of '09, we now turn to Donnie Dwyer.
Thank you, Richie. Again, I'm Donnie Dwyer, sitting alongside Michael O'Sullivan and Chris Gaulke. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Ready to discuss some Marquette basketball. For the second time, Marquette Golden Eagles will go out in the second round. We'll get to the specifics in just a second, but what was your immediate reaction about the game, guys?
From Donnie, it was me, it was disbelief. I felt this feeling came about midway through the second half. I felt like I'd seen this game before, like 2 weeks ago in the Big East tournament when we took on Villanova. Much the same in this game. The first half was based on free throws consisting of most of our first half points. Come out of the second half, have a big run, get there, and about with between 2 to 4 minutes left, kind of got that feeling like it was going to end the same, and eventually it did end the same way. It just kind of sunk in a little bit faster than the Villanova, which was a very quick ending.
Well, yeah, as you mentioned, it reminded me of the Villanova game, and a heartbreaker last year in the second round against Stanford. I mean, deja vu all over again for Marquette. I felt terrible for the players because they had a heroic effort in that second half. They played really well. Wes Matthews stepped up unbelievably. Jarrell McNeil was fantastic, and you can't help but feel for Lazar Hayward. I mean, stepping over the line on the inbound play with 5.5 seconds left, tough.
True. Going into this game, guys, I felt that Marquette had a chance in this game. Everyone said Missouri's the fastest 40 minutes in college basketball. Were they the fastest 40 minutes in college basketball, or do you think we were able to slow them down as the game went on?
I think it kind of went back and forth. There were times we took advantage of fast break opportunities. There were also times when they made fast break opportunities us where we didn't transition well on defense and led to quick baskets.
And I think when we didn't turn the ball over, the press actually worked to our advantage because we get on the open court and Jarrell could maybe get an open look for 3, or Wesley could get open for 3. Utah State slowed the game down and we struggled. So I think the Missouri press kind of helped us in some ways.
Good points, guys. Good points. If you have to blame anything, it has to be the 12-minute first half stretch where they only scored 1 field goal. Now, what was going on throughout that whole stretch? Is there anything happening, turnovers? I know that was a huge key. Or was it just shooting poorly? What do you guys think? Well,
I mean, Marquette just could not penetrate, I think, for those 12 minutes. I mean, they couldn't get into the lane. And when they did get into the lane, they weren't getting a lot of calls. And, a lot of the calls that they did get, they could have finished for and ones or maybe get 3-point plays. I think Jarrell had a couple, ones where he could have made the shot and also got to the free throw line. But, we saw that in Utah State. Without Dominique James, these guys just go through the stretches where they, can't get a bucket for 5 minutes, it seems.
I agree with how it was a tough time to get his shots off, penetrate. We weren't so many missed and one opportunities. If Marquette could have got a few of those, that would have been big. For me, big thing was Lazar Hayward. He had 2 quicker fouls in that game, and he sat out much of that early first half. And without him on the court, the teams, something changes. Dwight Burke had a great game, 10 rebounds. But when Lazar Hayward's on that, he always have that rebound, second chance opportunities. Marquette wasn't getting many second chance opportunities during that stretch. That really hurt him for me.
You bring up one good point, Chris. Lazar Hayward, 26 points in the first round, and he was shooting well in that game. He wasn't with the 2 early fouls, took him out of this game. It really hurt us. Now, I'm sorry to ask this question, guys, but we have to get it out here. Now, the seniors are done. It's over, but what do you guys take out of this legacy of the 4 seniors? What can you say?
Tough breaks. I mean, no pun intended with Dominique and Jarrell's injuries over the course of their career, but just tough breaks. Never could get past, further in the tournament to really solidify a really good legacy in the postseason.
Just so fun to watch these guys develop as players, all of them, especially Jarrell. I mean, the fact that he was shooting 46% from 3 his senior year, and these guys, such chemistry between them. It was great to see Wes, Jarrell, and Dominic on the floor. I think all of Marquette's going to miss them.
Well, that's all we got right now. We're going to send it right back to Richie.
Thank you, Donnie, Mike, and Chris, and thank you for watching this special edition of Sports Time. We've appreciated your support throughout the years and hope you'll always turn to us for everything Marquette athletics related. Coming up next here on MUTV is round 2 of the WNIT, where the Marquette Golden Eagles will host the Butler Bulldogs live at the Ave. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll send it down to Press Row, where Robbie Schimpf and John Fick will have the call. Good night. There's always next year.